Greetings, lovely Cancerians, sun sign Cancerians, rising sign Cancerians. My name is Gordon, and we're going to be looking very briefly at the astrological trends for you guys for the week commencing the 6th through to the 13th of July. Your ruler is the moon, and you know, it peaked earlier on last week in your 7th house, which is the house of relationships, and now it's moving through. This week we're going through a waning moon, and it's in quite the emotional side of your chart. The reason I mention that, Cancer, is because you know you are ruled by the moon, and when we look at what's happening in your first house, of course the sun is going in there very, very strongly, and it connects with Mars, which is another one of your ex-sister rulers. Mars used to rule Scorpio, and what does it bring? Well, Mars brings intensity, and as the sun and Mars come together, we get an intenseness, we get a huge emotional drive, and very soon as we go forward over the next couple of weeks, we're going to find this increases. So it's a very important time for you to be able to be in the driving seat, that you can achieve enormous leaps forward, Cancer. Now, with you guys, the real positive here is we have Mercury, and Mercury sits, Venus. Venus sits in your 2nd house, the house of money, and it sits there with Jupiter. And now all of a sudden you're going to find the focus seems to be on money. For whatever reason, focus starts around this last week, moves into this week, and gets more intense as we move through to September. So it's quite an important time for you Cancerians. The focus is going to be on, what am I getting out of my life? What am I getting out for for what I'm putting in? But also, how are other people impacting me? How are they making me feel? Venus retrograde can be quite an important time for you. These weeks as we go through August and into, come out the other side in September, because it sits in your house of personal wealth. For a lot of you Cancerians, there will be, you've entered into a time now where you are looking at money, and you will be looking at things from a different viewpoint, because it's suddenly come to your attention, and there may be a wish here to start to change tack, start to create an environment where you're getting more out of your life. Now, interestingly enough, as we look at your chart, you've also got Pluto moved into your 7th house and combines with the energy of the Sun and Mars. And this can create tensions. It can create tensions in relationships, but it can also create tensions around you yourself. You needing to break out, you needing to do something different, because there is a combination here that links with your 10th house. Now, the 10th house is to do with ambition. And in that 10th house, we've got a link over the next couple of weeks. Because bear in mind, the energy, it drifts, it gets in, it peaks, and then it drains again. We're only looking at the spotlight as and when the planets are, coming into alignment. But you have Uranus up in the 10th house. Now, Uranus, Pluto, and Mars linked together can create quite a spontaneous environment. It can be an environment where you need to perhaps be careful, especially around the work environment, because you can find yourself chipping and changing and saying, no, I've had enough, I'm going on. Make sure you have the plans in place to make the bridge, the change, easier. Now, these are the coming trends that are coming up between now and our stress and September. Very, very important time. Quite a key time as all these planets play out their game and the whole situation unfurls. That's enough for what I can provide for this week, as I only get a very short time to talk to you guys and just give you a flavour of what's going on. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you feel you want to have these updates on a regular basis and not miss them, then please press the subscribe button. That will get the updates to you on a regular weekly basis as they are uploaded, and also keeps you updated of all the other things, exciting things, and new things coming in on the channel. Once again, my name is Gordon. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to you getting interactive. Speak to you next week.